everybody? We are headed to Miami. We are going to check out some brand new buildings in the city. And the reason for this trip, I live in Fort Lauderdale, and I make it seem like it's like some crazy road trip. It's really only about 30 minutes away from where I live to downtown Miami. But traffic's always really crazy here. So we're getting a head start. It's only 6:45 in the morning here. I want to show you guys exactly how to work in an off market. So this is where I made over $300,000 my first year in locator commissions, was South Florida, right here between Palm Beach County and Miami-Dade County. This is an off market. This isn't Texas, right? And what I mean by that is there's no database, there's no smart apartment data, and the other ones don't work here at all. So what I had to do was I had to pick up the phone and I had to call every single property to see if they were working with locators. Look at the city today. Wow, beautiful summer day here. Check out these buildings here. These just opened up. Guys, if you're in a market, like a pretty decent sized city, even a medium sized city, or even a small city, if there's multi-family properties, you're gonna be able to make a great living in apartment locating. And if the properties don't understand locating, what I do is I go into the properties and I explain to them exactly how I'm able to help them get leased up faster. And if you're able to do this, you're gonna make a lot of great friends and you're gonna be able to create your own business from scratch. South Florida being an off market, not having a database, back in 2020, I had to manually call and I had to ask, are you guys paying locators and real estate agents commissions? And if the answer was yes, and they were paying over $1,000, then I would work with that property. So in South Florida, really the business is understood pretty well when it comes to locating with property managers and buildings. They understand the whole apartment locating business. But the one thing they don't understand is sending clients. They always prefer you to be here with your client, and they always say, oh yes, you gotta be here if you want to get paid a commission. But that's bogus, because in Miami, I was just sending people. So what I do though, is I show face one time to these properties. I drop off my business card, I do a property tour, and from there, I'm able to get content. I build rapport with the manager and a leasing agent. And then regardless of what their policy is, guys, I'm gonna send clients there and I'm gonna send invoices. I have never been told that I can't get paid a commission for sending a client. If you make a big deal about it and you're like, I'm just gonna send my clients here and all this stuff, then yeah, like they don't know who you are and you can't just tell them what you're gonna do, especially if they have this corporate policy. It's really up to the property manager's discretion if they're gonna pay the commission. So I like to go into a property one time if I want to, do business with them, or if I want to try and send clients there, because when I start sending invoices, they'll remember who I am. And honestly, guys, they're going to be so busy, a lot of these properties, with their lease ups, they're not keeping track of who's even really coming on a tour with clients. Now, if you put yourself out there and you start saying things like, yeah, I'm not going to be coming in, I only send clients, blah, 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 then yeah, that's going to be a red flag, and they're going to remember that, and then, they're going to have issues maybe if they want to be jerks about it. But all property managers are just going to pay you. They really are too busy to even look on the back end to see if you were there or not. And a lot of the times they really don't care, regardless of what they tell you. If you were to ask if you can send clients, they truly don't care, because their focus, most of them, they're focused on just leasing up the property as fast as possible. And if you're giving them good tenants and good people, they're gonna pay you a commission, okay? So I get a lot of students that are in off markets and they get a little nervous about sending clients and not being able to collect a commission, when really, I'm gonna show you this. This is the whole point of this trip this morning, is to go into Miami, go into some properties, say hello, take some content, leave, generate organic leads and clients, and then send them to the property and collect commissions. I'm going to show you step by step, guys. I'm not all talk. This is what I've been doing for a long time. I'm going to show you how to build rapport with a property manager, how to get the best content out there so that you can go market it, being able to push these properties on social media and different third-party lead generation sources, and then being able to speak with the client and then sending the client. Now, when you're targeting lease-up properties like I did to make over $300,000 my first year, those are the only properties I wanted to work with because they pay high commissions, and those are the ones that have a budget, and they usually pay very fast. Check out this traffic heading into Miami. I mean, it's 6:55 in the morning, and it was kind of crazy back there. This is the reason you send clients 99% of the time, is because you don't want to have to go out there and fight traffic to go to the properties. You send the clients there, let them go on their own time. If you really want to book an appointment for them, you can just do it on the property website. But if you want to scale this business and do huge numbers, you have to work fully remote. Miami traffic can be crazy. If you live in a big city and you want to do apartment locating, I really recommend sending so that you don't have to fight traffic. You don't have to worry about if your client's going to show up or not. Once I started to understand that the real way to scale in apartment locating is to just send, that's when everything changed for me. And it really happened when I started working the Miami market back in 2020. And this market changed my life because it just really opened up so many opportunities for me in my business. And when you have lease-up properties, you can really make a ton of money. So can't wait to share all the tips and strategies on how I do things. And yeah, guys, welcome to Miami. A lot of money up there. Look at all that money. Woo! Look at these buildings. Anyone that's in South Florida, man, this is my favorite market. You gotta do things a little bit more manual with calling properties, but guys, this is where I started my business 5 years ago. I mean, if you're in real estate, you're just starting off, maybe you need to pivot. Okay, if you're struggling real estate agent, getting ghosted by buyers, I get it, it's tough. I've been there. I've done traditional real estate. I pivoted to traditional real estate because everybody wanted to buy and it was a great market. So I had buyers. I started cold calling and I listed. And that was pretty good, but it really just wasn't for me. And apartment locating will always be here. And there's just gonna be so many opportunities as they build in big cities like Miami, or really just building in different metropolitan areas around your city. And just find the new properties, talk to the property managers, build rapport, go there once or twice, and start sending clients. That's the way to do it. And listen, I think in the beginning, if you want to escort a little bit, there's nothing wrong with that. That's how I learned the business so fast. It's all about understanding the process. If you understand the process with anything, any kind of business, you're gonna be the best at what you do. And I'm the best locator because I understand the process. I understand everything when it comes to leasing an apartment, what the properties look for to approve clients, and most importantly, what properties look for when I'm trying to get paid a commission. Just got done with an amazing hot Pilates. I'm sweating my ass off. Here's my beautiful camera woman, my fiance Gabby. And yeah, guys, after we have breakfast, some coffee, we are gonna shower up and we're gonna hit up some brand new properties here in Miami. But get your mind right, get your body right. I'm telling you, it's just gonna make the world of difference when you're doing apartment locating and you're dealing with people and in sales. I'm telling you. And you're gonna do big things. That's what we do. We work out every single day, and it really just transforms into having a very successful business. Go out there, sweat, let's get it. apartment hunting here in Miami. We're on the road. Now, when you live in a city like Miami or any kind of city that is growing, you want to look for brand new properties. And the reason is because those properties have big budgets and they're going to pay apartment locators. And if they don't know about apartment locating, or if they're not familiar with working with real estate agents, go into these properties, introduce yourself, ask them if they're working with realtors. If they say no, I would ask them, listen, do you want me to help you lease up your property? It would be great to work with you, and in exchange for a tenant, I'm typically working with other buildings in the area. They pay a 1-month commission. Is that something you'd be interested in doing? And a normal property manager would absolutely entertain this. So if you're living in an off market that's not Texas, whether it's Florida, California, New York, anywhere, it doesn't matter, and you have brand new multi-family properties being built, they're going up everywhere, guys. Every single city in the US has new multi-family buildings going up. So this is how you start your business as a real estate agent, doing apartment rentals. I would totally stick with just doing apartment rentals because they're the easiest transactions. There's no paperwork, there's no negotiations. You refer the client to the apartment complex and the property takes care of everything. So there's no need to do anything other than refer the client to the building, follow up with the client, and if they move in, get their information and send an invoice to the property. That's it. And that's how you do it at scale. That's how I do it at scale. My team does it. And all of our students that we teach. So we're driving around right now, and I've been going into different pockets and different areas all over Miami because they are just going up everywhere. So if you're in South Florida and you're watching this, this is your opportunity to start this business. Or if you're a real estate agent already and you're stuck, you've got to start doing this. I'm telling you, they are paying locators so much money down here. I just left a property downtown Miami. They're paying 150%. So that means I'm making $3,000 or more on every single transaction. And the 2 bedrooms there, if you lease one of those, you're making $5,000. You can do this, and you can be the only one doing it in your market. That's the cool thing. Here in Florida, there's so much competition. It's not just me. It's me and hundreds of other agents out there apartment locating. But this niche is super small, so it's not like your typical realtors are going after these apartment communities. A lot of them have no idea about this. A lot of them don't want to do this because they think it's beneath them being a realtor. That's bullshit though, because I make more money than realtors. I do $300K in commissions every single year working fully remote, and you can too. So if you want to scale, focus on apartment rentals. I would stay away from condos if possible, because what happened to me was a lot of people that didn't want an apartment, they wanted a condo. And once you start getting involved with that, it becomes way more challenging. You have to be at the condo, client wants to see it 1, 2, 3 times, and then you have to do a walkthrough. You got to negotiate. There are so many other things that you have to do, and then you got to be involved with another real estate agent. And most of the time, a lot of the agents, they're terrible. They're really bad. And I've gone through so many situations working in different condo deals, and they don't pay as much. So I would stay away from those guys. But what you want to do, you can convert. If you want to just do traditional real estate eventually, or transition into traditional real estate, that's cool. And there's nothing wrong with that. I did it myself. So I would focus on apartment rentals, build a huge pipeline of clientele, and then you want to market to them every 60 days. And that's how I stay top of mind, is through my CRM, Locator IQ, and the link is in the description. So if you're interested in an amazing CRM that's going to keep you top of mind through automation and staying super organized, I built my entire website on Locator IQ, and everything that I do is in Locator IQ. It's really incredible. So hit the link in the description or in the pinned comments. Check it out. It's really cool. It starts at $99 a month, and you get all these incredible tools. There's a whole tutorial about it in the pinned comments. So you need infrastructure. So if you have infrastructure and you are constantly reaching out to clients, whether they closed or maybe they were a client at one point, they didn't close because they went with a condo, or they want the house. You need to market to these people because eventually they're going to remember you because you're top of mind, sending them emails and text messages every 60 days. Not annoying ones, subtle messages, reaching out, giving them tips, giving them information about the market. That's useful information, and that's going to help you stay atop. That was my problem, was not having an infrastructure. I was using Trello. I was super organized, and I worked my butt off, but I didn't have infrastructure. I didn't get infrastructure until about a year and a half later. I understood later on how important a CRM is when it works for you with your automations and your follow-ups. It really saves you so much time because you want to automate some things. Don't get me wrong, there's times that you always have to pick up the phone, whether a client needs help applying, whether they need some assistance, they have a question, you got to pick up the phone. You can't automate that. But what you can automate is during the process of them finding a place, during the application process, and once they've been approved, or if they went in a different direction, you want to always market to those people because they always come back. And if you do it the right way through Locator IQ and everything that we teach in our infrastructure, you're always going to have referrals. And that's how I built my business. I have referrals every single day that I get from my over 6,000 contacts that I put into my CRM, and it's really incredible. It's a game changer. So this is what I've done today. I went to some properties, 2 out of the 3 that I've seen so far. Wasn't impressed with the staff, wasn't impressed with the property managers. Some of them were just not that great, and it's not always going to go your way. So I went to the 3rd building and they were incredible. They were like freaking rolling out the red carpet, but they don't even know who I am, but that's just how they take care of people. So if they take care of you in a special way, they're going to take care of your referrals in a special way. And that's the kind of properties that you want to be sending to, are ones that are taking care of you, because you know your client's going to get taken care of and it's going to be a win for everybody. So after the experience, I sent the entire property lunch. I spent $150. And it's the right thing to do because now they're not going to forget that. I sent the property manager an email as well, thanking her and allowing me the opportunity to refer clients to her beautiful building. And she got back to me. She's like, wow, we've never had a real estate agent send us lunch. That's insane. Thank you so much. We can't wait to do business with you. And that's how you do it, guys. You gotta, if you're in an off market, go to the properties, meet the property managers. If you get a good vibe and they want to work with you, amazing. Take full advantage. So if you got 10 properties you're going to, there will definitely be a few that will want to work with you and that you'll be able to send to and that you're going to want to refer your clients to, because at the end of the day, it's all about your clients being taken care of, you're being taken care of, and the property is getting a referral and they're able to lease their building up faster. And I'm telling you, I've met so many property managers that have gone from one lease-up property to another lease-up property, and they all stay within the business. And then they talk and they're like, wow, there's this guy, Alex, he's a locator, and he's sending me all these amazing clients. And I've built really great friends and relationships with these different property managers and representatives. And that's how you do the business, guys, at scale. You're going to be going out there, meeting the managers, building relationships with the staff, and sending your clients to the properties. So we finished up. We got all of the content that we needed to start marketing these properties. We are coming back home. We're going to take these pictures. We're going to make them beautiful, and we are going to push them out there on some different platforms like Facebook, Craigslist. And that's how I built my business from scratch, guys, was from third-party syndication platforms, which ultimately built up a huge referral system and network from my clients. And their friends became my clients, and then their friends became my clients. Now I have a multi-6-figure business, and apartment locating changed my life. So we'll see you on the next steps. All right, guys, I'm back here in my office, and it was a long day in Miami. I'm gonna filter my photos and I'm gonna put them on some different platforms. So let me show you how the photos look after you get photos. So you want them to be just beautifully taken. You wanna go into different angles. You can do this with an iPhone. Just make sure you have a nice smartphone, and you want to turn up the brightness. You want to turn up the shadows as well, so they look like professional pictures. Now, you don't want to put any units with furniture. Typically, they don't do as well as vacant unit photos. I've tested both. I've taken apartment photos from the websites. I have taken photos myself vacant and with furniture, and the vacant unit photos always win. So make sure you get a high quality video. Make sure you have beautiful pictures just like this. And these are gonna be ready to post. So I post them on 4 different platforms. I post them on YouTube Shorts. I post them on Facebook Marketplace. I post it on Craigslist, and I post it on Turbo Tenant. Those 4 platforms are the ones that I use to earn $300,000 on an annual basis. But it's all infrastructure. If you're trying to do this in a sustainable way, build a business long-term, because now I just have referrals that come in. I get people every single day that refer me because of my marketing skills through my infrastructure. So that's what it's all about. So if you're a new real estate agent, use these 4 platforms, and you're gonna find a lot of success being able to push ads out there and being able to generate leads as fast as possible. Now, when you get the leads, that's a whole nother thing. You got to be able to talk to these leads. You need to be able to position them. So in my next video, you're gonna see me talk to clients on real cold lead calls. And this is what I do, guys. It's just rinse and repeat. I post ads, I get leads, I market to them through my infrastructure. I talk to them on the phone, or sometimes they will fill out my form depending how the lead comes in. And it's just a never-ending, constant cycle. And when I run out of buildings to market, I go out there and I find new ones, and I build new opportunities, because that's what you need to do. You got to go out there, you got to build the relationships, get in front of property managers, get in front of leasing teams. And if that's something you're not good at, get good at it. Just go out there. You got to put your foot in the door. Don't be scared to go in there and show face. Buy them lunch. That goes a long way. Man, I just got this beautiful email from a property manager, and she's not going to give a shit if I send. Now she's going to just be so happy that I'm sending qualified clients, and the commission is 150%. And the lowest commission is going to be over $3,000. So I only need 10 of those a month to do 30K. And I believe I can probably do about 50 leases over there. So, and then there's another property that she told me about that a friend of hers is going to be opening up down the street. So that's opening up in 3 months. So then it's another property that I'll be able to market, and I'll go into that one in 90 days. And then I just keep picking up properties, and really just, I go after opportunities, and you guys should too. So get out there, go talk to property managers. And in the next video, you're gonna see me talk to clients, and then I'll push them out there to go for a tour. And then I'll just keep doing it every single time. And I do this right here in South Florida, and you can do this in any of the 50 states. And guys, if you want extra support from me and my team, go to our Skool Community, check it out. It's only $67 a month, all right? You go in there, we have a crash course, we have scripts, we have templates, we have a full community of over 200 students just in that community. We've coached over 600 students, but just in this community alone, where people pay a small price of $67 a month, you can join today and see what it's all about and get real live support. You would get a 30-minute blueprint strategy call from me, and we'll talk about your goals. We'll talk about some different strategies in your market, what you need to be doing. And then of course, we do have one-on-one coaching where you can join our 8-week Locator Academy. You'll be invited to come into our meetings for 8 weeks, and we talk about some unbelievable, valuable tools to go out there and to really find the most success in apartment locating, and it's gonna fast track everything. Because in the beginning, for me, it was very difficult. I didn't have a plan B though. My plan B was locating, or I'm gonna die trying. And that's the truth. I didn't have anything else to fall back on. It was during the pandemic, and I said, I'm not going back to bartending. So for all you guys out there that have a plan B, get rid of that shit. Get rid of that mentality, because if you have that mentality going into this, you're gonna fail. I promise you, you will not succeed in this business. You gotta go all in 110%, and it's the easiest real estate job in the world. And if you wanna do traditional real estate, start with this. Do this for 12 to 18 months, convert your renter clients into buyers, and you're just gonna have an unbelievable business between apartment locating and traditional real estate in your market. We'll see you on the next one. Let's go.